Today, I quit my job that I had since 2023, and I'm going to explain to you how I got the job and why I quit the job. You know, in Denmark, to have a permanent job is very, very difficult. The Danes, they believe more in substitute workers. They believe more in having temporary workers. And so it's very difficult for you to have a full-time job here in Denmark. So when we just got here, I had the part-time jobs. And these part-time jobs, you are being called only when there is might be shortage of workers, or they have a huge workload that they need extra hands. So the companies will call you to come and work. But when there are no jobs, there are no orders, they don't call you and they ask you to stay home. So these kind of jobs, they are very popular here in Denmark, and that's the kind of job I was doing. So in order to meet up with the expenses at the end of the month, you can't rely on one job, because if they don't call you, you don't have any salary at the end of the month. So I had two of these jobs I was doing. So I know that, okay, if the one in the morning, I don't receive a call to go to work in the morning, might be in the evening I will have something, So that's what I was doing. And at one point it wasn't good, because I didn't have time for my family. When you're doing two jobs like that, there is no way that you're going to have time to spend with your family. So I will leave the house in the morning and I'm going to be back late at night. My wife will be sleeping, so we can even spend a whole week without even talking to each other face to face. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good period in my life, and I knew I had to stop it. That's not good for a family man. It's good for a bachelor, but not for a family man. So I was looking for one job that I can do that will not only permit me to spend more time with my family, but as well to go for my Danish classes. You can't be doing two jobs and then still going to school. It's not possible. So I wanted to spend more time with my family, and I wanted to do my Danish classes. So this opportunity came up. The lady was starting this company, delivering Asian foodstuffs to restaurants here in Copenhagen, and she needed somebody to manage her warehouse and to do deliveries for her. So when I joined her, the first meeting we had, it was actually my wife who connected me to her. The first meeting we had, she made promises. This is 2023. She said, it's a small company, my salary is going to be small in the beginning, but she sold to me the big picture of how in the future it's going to be a big company. They are going to merge with another big company, so it's going to be great. And of course, if I start with her, if she's growing, I'm going to grow with her. I should take the job if I have ambition to grow, because she's going to grow and she will grow with me. She will make me the manager, and all sort of promises. A family, we are like a family, and all blah blah blah. Okay, so I started working with her, just the two of us, from 2023. And I was the one managing the warehouse, doing the deliveries, everything, just the two of us. And it was a big, huge pay cut for me, because my salary drastically reduced from what I was earning from the two jobs. So now I went down. In fact, it was a drastic reduction in my salary. But for me, it was worth it because now I can spend more time with my family and I can go for my Danish classes, which were very important to me. The salary was just enough to take care of the bills. So I didn't want to complain. I didn't complain because I was achieving something. So fast forward, the big dream came to pass. After so many months of procrastination, in 2023, she was saying that in March 2024, that's when they are going to expand. March came, nothing happened. She kept telling me, no, hold on, everything will be fine, just be patient. Okay. Now it finally happened, the end of 2024. So I had to go for my vacation, and she brought in one guy who is from the same country with her, from Thailand. This guy was working in a restaurant and he knew nothing about warehouse, he knew nothing about delivery, he knew nothing about driving trucks, nothing. So they brought him in for me to train him because I'll be going for vacation. So I trained the guy and I went for vacation. While I was on vacation, the big dream that we had in the beginning, just the two of us, that we had in the beginning of expanding, it came to pass. When I went to work, you know what happened? The managerial position that she promised to give me, she had given it to the guy from Thailand, from her country. The guy that I trained. I trained the guy. And the guy she gave my position to the guy. She made the guy my boss. Somebody that I trained who didn't know anything about the job. He made the guy my boss. And that didn't bother me because it's not position that pays bills, you know, it's a salary. So it didn't bother me much. The salary she promised me, I asked her what of the salary increment that she said she was going to give me. She said, no, it's not possible to give me the increment. I'm no longer the manager. So she demoted me to a driver. Okay, I didn't mind. The salary on paper, it stays the same. But in reality, I'll be going home with less money. So she did not only demoted my position in the new company, but also my salary. So she deducted my salary and my position. And the person that I trained became my boss. Why? The only reasonable explanation I can give is because the guy is from the same country with her. So I was with this person when there was nobody, just the two of us. I will carry about 2 tons of products every day to go and deliver alone in Copenhagen from 2023. And she was giving promises. No, just be patient, everything will be fine, you'll be okay, we'll pay you good salary. But when the time came, I was demoted, not just in my salary, but in my position. I was sent right down to the food chain, and she favored her countrymen, the people from her country. So that's how it is. I was not bothered with that, not at all, because I never had any attachment to it emotionally. I was not attached to the job, but I did my job effectively. And I did not steal, I did not, rob her or any of that. No, I didn't. I didn't do that. I served her faithfully from 2023, but I was not attached to the job because I know human beings can change at any moment. Like I said in my other video, the only thing I am attached to is my God and my family. There's nothing on earth that I'm attached to, because once you're dealing with human beings, they change like the weather. Yeah, so I was not attached to it, but When she told me, when I came back from vacation, and all these changes, she showed me all these changes. Okay, she said, okay, that's how it is. Then I said, all right, let me observe. Let me just accept and observe what's going to happen. So we had a second meeting, and I asked her, what is the future for me here? Because in my heart, the one you promised me from the beginning, when we were just two of us, the two of us were waiting for this opportunity. The opportunity came, you choose to select but your own people from your village, your own people from your country, and bring them closer to you and give them the good positions. And me, that was with you from the scratch, you sent me down to just a mere driver. Okay, so what's the future for me now? She says she doesn't know any future for me. Then I knew I'm not supposed to stay in the company. I already had plan B, plan C, plan D from day one. And since I've been demoted, not only in position but in salary, so I had to activate my plan B. So in life, you have to be ready for things like this. People will make you all sort of promises. Never count on man's promises. You understand? Woe to he who puts his trust in man. That's the Bible. Don't trust human beings. Human beings, they change. I tell you, human beings, they change at any time. I took it normally, but why I'm leaving is because there's no future for me in the company. If I'm going to be a driver, then let me earn well. So all the promises she made from the beginning, they have disappeared into thin air. So I told her, I'm quitting by the end of this month. That is it, and this is the end of the month. I'm jobless now, guys. But the good thing is, I'm going to go to school to upgrade so I can be able to have a better job, because I need the money. My son goes to school now. It's like 4,000 krona every month we are paying. So the bills and the expenses went up, but salary didn't. My salary personally went down. What I take home went down. On paper it shows that it's same, but what I would take home is less. So it's time for me to act. So that's it, guys. I'm officially unemployed. But it will not be for long. It will be just for a few months. But everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. I take it as a sign that it's time to move to the next stage in life.